Hi guys, I just wanted to go over a couple of things with you on this week's assignment. I'm going to read through the slides pretty quickly as well as go over your actual document that I'd like you to turn in. So here we go. The first question asks you to use the internet to define the word suffrage. So what I would do is I would open up a new tab, type in definition of, and then if you type in SUF, it's the first couple of words. And this says the right to vote in political elections. So then I go back here and I would then type in the right to vote in political elections. Alrighty, so there's that answer. Woo, one and done. The next, oops, my bad guys. It's going a little crazy today. All right, the next thing to do is to read through the slides, and I would have them open like this. I would have the slides open on the left and your document open up on the right. So the first question, what did the 15th Amendment do? Well, if I come over here, we're learning about women's suffrage. The definition of suffrage is the right to vote, so it's the women's right to vote. That's what we're focused on. All right, the 15th Amendment from 1871, it gave African American men the right to vote. We should know that. We've already dealt with the 15th Amendment. It disappointed many supporters who thought all women and African American men should also get the right to vote. African Americans disagreed over whether men should get suffrage before women. So, what did the 15th Amendment do? Well, it gave African American men the right to vote, but it did not give all voters the right to vote. All right, what does Sojourner Truth compare not having the right to vote to? And do you agree or disagree? So here she is from 1869, Sojourner. There is a great stir about colored men getting their right, but not a word about the colored women. And if colored men get their rights and not colored women theirs, you see the colored men will be masters over the women, and it will be just as bad as it was before. So what does she compare not having the right to vote to? What do you guys think? I'll give you a second. Did you say probably the same as it was? Everything stays the same. Men are then higher than women. Men have more rights than women. Hopefully something similar to that. And then you need to explain why you think that based on what she has said. Number 4, how did Susan B. Anthony's strategy to win suffrage change? Why would this approach be more successful? Well, if you click over here on slide 4, Susan B. Anthony, in the late 1800s, Susan B. Anthony tried several times to introduce an amendment for women's suffrage, or for women's right to vote. In the early 1900s, the strategy changed to win suffrage state by state, then pass a constitutional amendment. So, her first thing was just trying to get an amendment introduced to the Constitution so that women would then have the right to vote. She then decided that was too big of an idea. So what she changed to was starting to win the women's right to vote in each separate state and then build up to a constitutional amendment. So she started too big in the 1800s, and then she went back and started working on the state level to move to that national level. Okay. Number 5, based on the map, which part of the country was most progressive on the issue of suffrage? So progressive meaning they would want to be looking to include women in the right to vote. Let's look at our map. I'll have to make this bigger. I cannot see that. All right, so this brown right here, the darkest brown, means equal suffrage with an effective date. Okay, so this means men and women would then get the right to vote in these dates. This one right here is partial women's suffrage. So yeah, some can, some can't. And then the rest of this yellow or manila color means they absolutely cannot vote. So let's shrink this back down and look back at our question. Based on the map, which part of the country was most progressive, meaning they were allowing women to vote? Okay, so we have the north up here, the east here, the south here, and the west here. What do you guys think? Explain why you think that. Number 6, which amendment gave women the right to vote? Let's scroll down to this last slide. 19th Amendment in 1920. That's 100 years ago. That's it. That's not very long. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. So, what amendment, whoops, don't want to change that. What amendment gave women the right to vote? All right, hopefully that helps you a lot with the first topic. Bye, guys.